Everyone, and welcome back to the Jurassic World Evolution Lost World Novel Challenge. That's a mouthful. Excuse me, I can't even speak. The Lost World novel written by Michael Crichton and the sequel to the Jurassic Park novel, and this is our very own sequel to the novel challenge that we did a little while back. So, here we are. We've already set up the general gist of the landscape here, and now we're working on the buildings. Now this was mostly valley, and I'm thinking now that I look at it, I might want to add a few more trees, just sort of to thicken this up a little bit. But not too much more. Yeah, just sort of, yeah, there we go. There we go, and I might actually, no, that's okay, that's okay. So now we're actually working on the buildings today. So here is what we have to do. The worker village is up here, then there was the lab, and then the Rex nest is somewhere sort of back this way. So what I am going to do is try to work this out the best way I can. So we don't need a whole lot of anything, really. I'm just going to put in probably, to make the lab, which is kind of down here, I'm just going to make a research station. And there was a power station, but since we have unlimited power, I'm just going to put in a teensy tiny little power station, which I think would be by the worker village, which is on this side. So we'll have the research station, and then we'll actually have the lab where we will be working with the dinosaurs. Where should I put it, actually? I think I'll put it, because we don't need a huge area. We just need something to work with to get the dinosaurs hatched so we can move them out on the island. I'll put it there. We'll put a very tiny little cage around it. It's not going to be exact, but it's going to be enough to where we can do it. And I hope that's enough room for the animals to come out. It probably is not. Let's see. There we go, and I will exit this out. Voila. Okay, so that comprises the lab area, and then we need the worker village. So we're going to do a hotel, and we're going to do a restaurant. And they did have recreation, so I'm thinking, because there was a general store in the novel. So what I'm going to probably do is and then this would be the grassland area where the trailer would be set up. But I'm going to put a restaurant there, and then I'm going to also put in maybe a clothes shop, just to show the amenities of what exactly... Sorry, I'm focusing and I forgot what I was saying. To show the general store, sort of the reference it. Okay, so now I'm going to get a large path and take it down this way, sort of curve it over. No, do not snap. Hello, stop it. Okay, there we go. Too much snapping. There we go, and let's cut that part out. Well, that bit looks kind of odd, too. We'll do it like this. There we go. And now we'll have the worker area. Okie doke. And it looks like it is raining. Voila! And this will be our makeshift lab and then worker area where we had, in the novel they had the employee set up and the lab set up. So there we go. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, what if we did, can we fit in a large power station? Because the power station was quite impressive. And just for aesthetics, well that'll work. We'll do that. We'll get rid of the power station on this side. And there was a little fenced-in area by the general store, so let's actually make it, since we've already got, well, let's see. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's scoot things around just a little bit. So I'm thinking we can put the restaurant that will symbolize the general store right here. And we'll put a little fence sort of area around it. Can I smooth this out, though? I don't like how rough this is. And I even flattened everything, and it's still doing that. Okay. And then there was a tennis court. Well, I'm just deleting everything. I can't seem to get my fingers working right today. There we go. Let's actually put in another hotel, because this was a worker village, so we'll put, if we can fit it. If not, we won't worry about it. No, we can't fit it. Okay. So there was a little fenced-in area right here where the Carnotauruses like to stay. Okay. There we go. That doesn't look straight, and it's bothering me, so we have to fix it. And that is not going to work, is it? Okay, so let's put it right here. There we go. That'll just have to do. Because there was like a fenced area behind it, and then the Carnotaurus were sort of over in this area behind it, but that's... anyway, that's in the novel. And there was some tennis courts here. Trying to think how I would make a tennis court look. I don't really know. I guess we could... Let's start by fencing it in. That's not straight, and it's going to bother me. Oh, yeah, it's not straight. That is so crooked. Anyway, but let's build the little entranceway, I think. Sort of do it kind of like that. Just to say, come on into the tennis court, I guess. And then, how would we make it look like a tennis court? How about, it's supposed to be kind of like, normally tennis courts are asphalt, so why don't we do, I would say sand, but let's do some rock. We'll just do rock and make it look kind of like a hard asphalt tennis court. And I'll get rid of the plants in there in just a second. Well, actually, no, why don't we leave that? Kind of make it, since it is overgrown, let's sort of make it look like it's been overgrown a little bit. We'll fill this in. Make it real grassy. Up and down this whole slope. There we go. There we go. And then we'll add some trees in, because this place is supposed to be very overgrown. So we'll do that. And then this was the grassy plain there that the trailer sat on. So I don't know what I'm going to do as far as, I don't know if we can put necessarily anything that would resemble a trailer, but we can try it anyway. But then we'll put the power cable right here, and can you not reach? Voila. Okay. So that will have power, and then the worker village will be done. The lab, or at least as close as we can get in here. And then the Rex nest will be over here, which we'll do when we put it in. Okay, let's see. What else can we do? Is there anything we can make that sort of resembles... I don't think so. Let's see. I don't know. I'm thinking, should we put in... Let's go ahead and put in a ranger station here. We also probably need an ACU center to move the animals. Just for the simple fact that we have to play the game. We have to do that in order to get them in the right spot. So, let's see, move it kind of like that. There we go. So let's go ahead and do that too. Where would I put it? Operations, ACU center. I guess I'll put it a little bit further down. There we go. Okay, that's the village, and I don't think there's anything we can set up that looks like the trailer. But there is a boathouse down here, and I think what we can use for the boathouse is a weather defense station, and sort of pretend like, okay, that's the boathouse. Now, I need to put the boathouse, it's kind of like, we'll just sort of put it right here, and we'll say that's the boathouse. And then for the high hide, we can put in one of these towers. And we'll say that this is the kind of, and we'll cover it up a little bit more with some plants. And that's the hide right there. Okay. So I think that's it for buildings. Now we just need to work on getting the animals in. And that's going to be an interesting chore. So let's go ahead and make the raptor's nest and the T-Rex nest and on camera, and then I'll go ahead and fill the animals in, and then hopefully by next episode we will have everything. So this will be what we'll do for the Rex nest. We'll put some meat in. And I'm thinking, is there anything we can do that kind of represents, let's see, a nest? Let's make it, what if we made it like a little bit dirty? Like the dirt mound, since this is just their area. Yeah, there we go. We'll do it like this. Yep, there we go. And we'll do the same thing for the velociraptors, which in Michael Crichton's novel is actually Deinonychus, but goes by the name Velociraptor, or Raptor. And it was sort of, it wasn't quite, let me reference the map once more, just to double check. So the raptor's nest wasn't across the river, but it wasn't too far from the hide, so it was kind of in this area. But for the sake of space, let's go ahead and stick it, let's stick it right here. I know it's not across the river, but we have a little bit of some space constraints, so let's just put it right here. We'll say this is the raptor's nest. There was the Maiasaur nest too, but we will just put the raptor and the Rex nest in here. Okay. And now we obviously need to put in some herbivore feeders along the way here, just to make sure they have enough food. There we go. And the last thing is the Carnotaurus area, which will be up here. And which the Carnotaurs were also found down by the river too, but this is where they were first really spotted, so we'll put a feeder kind of back here, and they'll be able to get to that, I do believe. Water, I will tuck a little water if I can hide it back here, just so that we can try to keep them in an area. Let's see, is there any way to put water? I don't think we can. Okay, I do need to close this though. We don't want anybody in the park. Alright, so now we're just ready for the animals, and I will get them in, and then the next episode we can take a look. So I'll see you guys later. Bye guys!